Today is Friday, August the 8th, and we have a waxing moon in the sign of Aquarius. Aquarius is a great sign of improvement, of growing, of wanting to level up. You know, it's also a good sign to draw in inspiration, to learn, to improve, to grow. Let's see what's waiting for us, shall we? Yes, I think so. So we're starting off with the Empress in reverse, Two of Swords, King of Cups. This one wants to come out. Page of Swords, Knight of Swords. Oh, something's coming in fast here. Ten of Pentacles. We got the Five of Pentacles, but in reverse. And we got the Hermit. Somebody may be hesitant with what they want. They may feel blinded by some type of a choice here, or they may feel like deep within that maybe they're blinding themselves, or they feel like they have no choice with something. There's a masculine energy here on the table with this King of Cups and this Knight of Swords. There's a masculine energy here who may want to offer something. There's an energy here of a new conversation happening. Maybe some type of discussion here. And this person wants it to come out. Like they're eager for it to, they want to say something. And it's good with this Ten of Pentacles. There's an energy here of coming out of or moving forward some type of poverty type of feeling. Something in their life that may have been holding them back, or something that, you know, at one point in their life wasn't allowed to grow or expand. Something like that, where now they're coming out of that. They're growing out of that, which is good. And they were able to do this through solitude. They were able to do this through connection within themselves, within their higher self here with the Hermit card. Two of Wands, Queen of Swords. Somebody wants to move in a certain direction here. It's like instead of going right, they want to go left, or vice versa. This reading involves two people. One of them may be a little bit immature than the other, or one of them may be a little younger than the other. There's a sassy energy here with this Queen of Swords. There's a sassiness here. This Knight of Swords wants to say something. This person wants to approach, come in fast, like there's a quick movement here of something they want to say, or maybe how they're seeing things, or how they're thinking of things in their mind here. But I feel like they want to say something. And this Queen of Swords, there's a sassiness here with this energy. But there's definitely love on this table with this King of Cups. Somebody's very happy. Five of Cups. Somebody's happy, and somebody else may feel a little troubled when it comes to their heart with this Five of Cups. Their mind may be wandering. It feels like their mind is not wandering in a good place here, though. Page of Wands. It's possible that whoever this reading involves, both energies like want to start over, start fresh, but there's a yearning for connection here. There's a yearning for connection with the higher self. There's a need for grounding here, especially with this person who feels, you know, a little trouble with their heart here with this Five of Cups. And it's a feminine energy here. This person needs grounding. They need to do something to balance themselves out, because their mind tends to go in a wrong direction here. And it may throw this Knight of Swords off his course. Eight of Swords in reverse. Three of Pentacles in reverse. Somebody involved here may feel like they shouldn't have to put in effort or something. Like they shouldn't have to do something here. Some type of, or maybe give something. Maybe this Empress in reverse, this Queen of Swords, Five of Cups, that's one person here. And that person may feel like a little too laid back here. But that energy is also allowing these negative thoughts to come in with this Eight of Swords in reverse. Somebody needs like a new attitude here with this love situation if you want it to work out. This could be a temporary energy though. Maybe there's fear on the table here, hesitation, there's fear. Who's not afraid, right? Love can be scary. Love can definitely be scary, especially if you've been through the ringer. There's a clarity here. Somebody sees something here. Maybe somebody sees something here in the other person that the other person doesn't see in themselves. The Ace of Wands came out in reverse. There's steps, you know, being taken forward, but it's a very slow pace here. Even though underneath there's an energy that wants to move fast. But again, I keep looking at this Hermit card. This whole grounding energy is very important here with this. The Sun came out. I feel like overall the energy in this situation is positive. You know, there's a brightening of the path here. And it's kind of overtaking senses. It's overtaking somebody's senses, like their sight, their smell, their touch. It's affecting them deeply. This is a deep-rooted situation here with the heart. Even though the underlying energy is very positive. Four of Swords in reverse. Somebody wants to open up with communication. Maybe they want to manage things differently in how they're communicating with this person. Or maybe they want to perceive things differently in their mind when it comes to this person. You know, I was thinking like 10 seconds ago, I wouldn't be surprised if the Judgment card came out, because this Hermit card keeps calling to me like with grounding and balancing the self. And I was telling myself I wouldn't be surprised if this Judgment card came out, and here it is sitting at the bottom of the deck this whole time. Balance is definitely important in this situation. I mean, it's important in all situations. This is a reminder to bring yourself to baseline here, so that things can be a little clearer and simpler, as opposed to it clouding your head or allowing fear to cloud the mind here. You know, fear can keep us in our tracks sometimes when we are expected to move, or when we deeply want to move, but sometimes we are the cause of our own, you know, standstill here. All right, a few cards just came out. The Hangman, Ace of Swords. We got two aces so far in this read, and the Nine of Swords. I'm seeing a lot of swords in this read. This could relate to an air sign, or an air sign could be involved here. There's a lot of swords, a lot of wands. This fire energy. It's important for us sometimes to take a step back from our fear and try to perceive things in a different perspective, you know, try to see things in a different point of view, even if it means like challenging what we've been taught or what we've learned through experience. There is some brand new conversation coming in, some type of information coming in here. It may not be good. It may not be a good conversation here with this Nine of Swords. But one way or another, it may help to move forward from something. Maybe from a feeling or from a perception that's happening in somebody's head here. Nine of Cups in reverse. There's an acceptance against somebody's will. There's an acceptance here. It's a beautiful thing. Maybe somebody feels they're not in control right now. This is Cups. They feel they're not in control with their heart right now. It's like they're surrendering to something, but it's not in their control. But they still know with this Two of Wands that they want to go in a certain direction. Page of Pentacles. There's an energy of giving here. There's big energy of giving. But there's also big energy of fear. Ay, ay, ay. We got the Chariot. All right, so this love read seems a bit complex, but I feel like it's more in someone's head of what's going on with their fear here. It's like somebody is all up in their head and then the other person is all up in their heart, you know. I feel like a lot of us need to take some time to reflect on why we're going through what we're going through emotionally with ourselves. You know, just to take time to accept whatever heartaches, whatever disappointments, whatever, you know, issues we went through in our relationships, in our upbringing, in our lives. It's okay to sit there and stare at the water and reflect these things. But it's more important to know and be aware that it's the past. And it's more important to know and be aware that when it's time to move, it's time to move. When it's time to push forward, you'll know it. You'll know it, and allow yourself to go with the flow of things. Regardless of the other person's motivation, but more from your own motivation and more from the motivation you're getting from your surroundings, from the flow of things. Not necessarily from the flow of the other person involved here, but from the flow of, you know, like the flow of nature. Just the flow of being. I think a lot of us forget how important it is to follow our hearts. A lot of us forget how to use that, how to open it, you know, and to trust it. It's very difficult once we've been hurt so bad, you know, once we've been disappointed so bad. It's like sometimes those thoughts supersede everything else, but when we take the time to like reflect, when we take the time to ground ourselves and to take ourselves away from all these negative thoughts and to just embrace all the beautiful things that have happened in our life, all the blessings we've received, you know, even just having the joy of experiencing the present moment, because life itself is very beautiful. And it's a shame how some people can make it seem otherwise, but it's up to us to remember how beautiful life really is and how beautiful we can make it. How beautiful we can make it for ourselves and for others, for people we love, for people we influence, for people we inspire, motivate, and teach, and guide, and give. Yeah. I think this was a beautiful reading. Thank you for watching this video. I appreciate it. I hope everybody has a blessed night. Take care and bye-bye.